They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Skinner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Skinner. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Skinner. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 27,
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Bears still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long, and because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
To throw is Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Skinner. Flush to his right.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Montgomery. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Once more Montgomery, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Skinner eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Skinner.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Skinner.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there into the hands of Ross.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Off play action, Fields. That'll be caught right side, Shenault with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first down, it's Fields.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And that is no good. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Skinner.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back to throw. Skinner. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Off play action. Skinner. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Bears nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
By Quay Walker. An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
13 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
Down to about the 45.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. It's Fields.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Skinner. Looking downfield for Godwin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st down, Fields.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown Bears!
Cole Kmet
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
That one looks like he'll throw here. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Skinner under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw. Skinner.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
It got his man. Complete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got us.
Bye.